Greetings, loved ones. I'm so happy to be back. I I've been traveling, y'all. We are starting fresh because I really like being in my space doing the readings because it's like it's accumulated. It's safe here. I am here. So we're going to start. Whoever's watching this video, you found this video for a reason. And if it doesn't resonate with you, move along. I love you anyway. So let's start off. What are we going? What message does the spirit guides have for this collective that will be watching this video? Okay. Somebody has a lot on their mind. Somebody is a little bit scatterbrained. Somebody doesn't know where to start, but you're a master manifester. And so Spirit's telling you to exalt yourself and acknowledge the manifestation energy. Okay. Saturn, age, reality, discipline, be disciplined. You are worthy. Black Moon, Lilith, and Taurus, and coagulation, soul ascension. So this reads to me like you have had a recent ascension, a recent soul ascension, and you've had a recent awakening. I'm totally in alignment with the truth that we are having constant awakenings, constant deaths, constant rebirths. And so in this last one that you had, it felt really big for you, but also destabilizing a bit because of you are trying to find your place in this ascension space, right? But it's saying that you're a master manifester, okay? So this is a great time to be disciplined in your reality and understand that you are the creator of your world. You get to decide what it is that you wish to create in your world. We have dreams, we have plans. What is your plan? Do you plan to fail, or do you plan to trust and that whatever comes within that it is only a stepping stone to the greater goal? I remember at a graduation, I think it was Steve Harvey, he told us at Georgia State graduation, he was like, have God-sized dreams. You need to have God-sized dreams. If your dreams ain't God-sized, then they ain't big enough. And so your dreams should scare you, you know? It shouldn't be such an easy thing like, oh, like, because sometimes we think of dreams and we don't believe that we're worthy, so we choose things that are safe for us. We don't choose things that seem so big and far away from what we think we can do, because that's where we're afraid that we might be imposters, right? But I tell you, you've already been practicing for this bigger dream. You have a path already, and your heart's desires are only going to reveal your path to you. You know, it's not a thing of that you are coming up with this. It's like, what came first, the chicken or the egg, or whatever. Like, I forgot the quote. I think that's it. But it's like you are in such a space where your path is laid out in this beautiful array of options, right? And each of your heart's desires awakens you to those possibilities, those options that are already there. And so there's nothing new under the sun, and it's all there, right? And there's this big, big, big ring of 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 excitement, of expression, of it's like I see an infinity symbol. I also saw a Olympic symbol. I don't know, maybe somebody FIFA, is somebody going to be there or something? I don't know. But or the Olympics, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why I saw the Olympic symbols, but maybe that's points to maybe that points to, you know, tapping into your greatness. You know, that's considered a specific, or maybe someone's an athlete, or maybe someone needs to tap into that space of like being disciplined first in your athleticism, in your maybe a somatic or bodily uh space where you need to be strengthened in that. Let me see. I get in my groove, yeah. All right. Well, what do we want the collective to know about the symbol saying? Cosmic power. So really here it's saying tap into the oneness that is you. Tap into the cosmic power. You have access to it. You draw from it. It's telling you to draw from it. You know what I'm saying? Don't be afraid to tap into what's yours, your inheritance. Because somebody has been self-sabotaging. And in that, there is an energy of collective. You're surrounded by snakes, and sometimes you might get yourself confused with what's surrounding you, but you are not. And I don't even like putting all the bad things about like what they the symbolism on snakes, because snakes also represent, you know, kundalini and the the rise of cosmic power through your being. But these on this card have, it's like a low, it's a woman, she's like having, the snakes are like coming towards her, and so, and they look, it's like she's wearing the snake as well. So it's like, what are you accessing what is you? Are you accessing your power? um are you learning how to differentiate your energy from other people's energy? Trust your intuition. We got Queen Nandi. And there is, so trust your intuition, but also there's a need to tap into your pleasure. Your pleasure. There is, actually, let me see what stands out in this description, because to me, this pleasure is allowing yourself to be free and experience fun, experience what feels good to you, experience what satisfies your heart. And is your life boring? Does your life feel dry? Does it feel like, you know, you need some laughter in your life? Like, when the last time you had a good ass laugh? Like, oh my gosh. Like, listen, I'll be by myself and I'll be laughing to myself. Like, I'll be having fun with myself. And sometimes it just be like, I'll be wanting to involve other people in it, but it just be like, man, this is just for me. But pleasure is your birthright and it's a gift from the universe. I know that religion and all these different systems have shunned pleasure in this way, but pleasure has been gifted to us. And I love the way it was described in Conversations with God, there was the idea of, if I wanted you to experience suffering, then pleasure wouldn't exist. Like, why would I put pleasure there? Why would pleasure be available to us if it's not meant for us to have the pleasure? Why would um why would it be pleasurable to make babies? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not meant to be painful for you to create the baby. You have pleasure that encourages you create to create a baby, um to create manifest things, like create art, to when there's pleasure in release, and you're you're allowing energy to move through you. You're allowing this cosmic life force to move through you. And so there's this dance that ah you are now motivated to do a thing because there's pleasure involved. And you don't have to worry about, like, you don't have to worry this level of soul ascension that you've reached. You don't have to worry about what other people, lower thought minded people, have to worry about when seeking pleasure, because you're not seeking pleasure from outside of you. You're coming from the inside. You're coming from the sacral, the solar, the you're coming from deep within, solar plexus. You are coming from deep within. You know, it's so funny because I be like saying stuff and it just be sounding like sounding like I'm saying something else. It's so hilarious. But anyways, you are experiencing yourself inside out. And so allow yourself to allow yourself to experience. Don't be afraid of the experience. Like, you are worthy of pleasure. Like, who said life gotta be boring? Why? Who said that? Like, and then, like, people kill me. They think that spirituality is one way and it looks one way. Like, come on now. Like, don't get caught up in the fad of spirituality and like things have to look a certain way, and whatever you do, do what brings you joy, do what brings you pleasure. you know do the things that your heart calls you to do, because you were put here to experience, because you are God experiencing itself. You understand? You're not God over me and God over them. You're a drop in the ocean of God. You know what I mean? You're like a drop in the ocean of oneness, where you're experiencing this the grandness within your being. And so yes, there's limitations to what we can experience in this vessel, but there really are no limitations for our soul. And so while we're in this body, we have the blessed pleasure of experience. When we are just a soul, we experience everything all at once, and there's no differentiating, and there's no necessarily feeling of experience beyond the sensations of what you remember emotionally after death. I don't know how to put that. But there's like it whatever you experience here can be experienced when you leave in memory of some sort, right? In oneness of the connection. But to not have the experience, you'll never remember the experience. You can't remember what you didn't experience, but you can remember who you are and your ability to connect with the oneness that is you. You do have the ability to connect to the experience that is you. So your heart's desires awakens you to that experience. And it's rather pleasurable to even experience life in the fullness while you're while you're walking. It's like, can you find pleasure in your walk? Can you find pleasure in who you connect with? Can you find pleasure from inside and then let it radiate outward in whatever it is that you do? Can you do that? Because then that will allow you to have the experience, the fullness of the experience. But if you're like doing something because you think you should be doing it, or you're doing something because people told you that that was what was fun, but you don't necessarily consider that fun because your inner experience, your feeling, the resonance doesn't match that type of fun, then you're forcing yourself to live in within other people's experiences. But you get to have your own. This is your unique vessel. So I hope that was clear. Mm. So, anyways, ooh, ooh, baby, let me love you till the morning comes. What do we have? What do we want to share with the collective? Tap into your inner strength, and this is the sacral color. I mean, sacral. What is this? Solar plexus card or sacral? I don't know the difference with these colors because the sacral with these chakra cards look exactly, almost exactly the same. But solar plexus, I think that's solar plexus. Let me see. It's yellow. Okay, yes. You have pulled this card as a reminder that it is time to call on your inner strength. You have the ability to deal with anything in your life. We are all part of the universe, which has magnificent power and energy available to us at all times. You're being invited to connect to, acknowledge, and call upon the incredible strength that lies within you. Life may be challenging for you at present, and you're reminded that you have the tools and the ability to conquer anything that comes your way. Whether it's an emotional, physical, mental, or spiritual challenge, know that you have the strength to move through it and come out the other end empowered. It's time to trust that you're strong enough and courageous enough to move through this difficult time and learn some powerful life lessons. The universe is always giving you opportunities to build inner strength. It is up to you to take on the challenge and rise from the ashes. You may be required to look at your situation from a different point of view, or even be willing to let go of some of the old belief systems that are weakening your inner strength. Whatever it is you're being guided to do, make sure to listen and put it into action. You have the courage of a lion, and it is time to roar and embrace this part of you in its totality. Affirmation: I have the strength to face all of life's challenges with grace. So, yes, I like that. Um, Also, what came to mind was something I told a client earlier is like, um, courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is feeling the fear and doing it anyway. So, anyways, let's see. Then what else do we have? What advice do you have for the collective? Truth. Stand in your inner truth. Yes. This has balance of your fire and balance of the water of emotions and throat chakra energy. So it's to me this reads as taming your fire through your through your emotional makeup, but it's balancing you're balancing it out. Like, you don't let the fire get outrageous to where you can't control it, right? You keep a fire, a containment on the fire, but you don't let the fire go out. You got the fire, right? And that's your action. That's your doing. You're putting things into place. You're writing down your plan, all that stuff. Like, doing whatever you're doing this thing. This is your outward, and the water is your inner. This is what the emotions are sensing, your emotions are feeling, and how they're moving through you. And and you don't want yourself to get flooded, right? You don't want the emotions to overtake you, right? And so there's a balance that's being had. And so with the water, in order to contain the fire, right? Maybe if the fire gets a little out of control, you balance that fire with you tap into your emotional space. You see what's up, like, and you put some water around the edge, to keep the fire from going out of control, you keep that going, right? Or you maybe got a leaf that caught on fire, you know what I'm saying? Some of your earth, your groundedness done caught on fire, so you might need to use some water and put that thing out, just to let it be tamed, right? But don't take when I say tamed as some type of limitation, in a sense of like a negative ceiling. Everything has to be a certain way. Everything has to be utilized a certain way. Getting a headache, feeling a little bit of a headache. Maybe someone is stressed. Someone's stressed out. Someone needs to rest so you can actually come and see your truth. So you can actually, recognize your truth, because maybe you've been overactive in a sense, and it's time for you to relax and chill out and receive the pleasures. Like, I'm going back to this Black Moon and Lilith and Taurus. You are worthy. I like that. I like the image on the card. Can you see the image on the card? It's beautiful artwork. I just love it. The ring light. Hold on. Okay. Yes. Yes. Look at that. We love that. Yes. Yes. What do the dragon cards have to say? What did the dragons have to say? What do the dragon spirits want to share with this collective watching this video right now? What advice do we have for the collective that's watching this video right now? What advice? Give me, give me, give me. I receive, I receive, I receive. Are you open to receive? That's the question. Do you believe that you're worthy to receive? Do you really believe that you're worthy? Because I know maybe some people maybe have lied to you and told you that you weren't worthy, and then you kind of don't even realize the ways that you self-sabotage yourself. You might do it through procrastination, or you might do it through, you start on one thing and then you you go to another, and that's the self-sabotage, but you go to a thing that's less pleasurable because it's safe. And it's like, are you doing what pleases you? Like, for me, doing my music, that pleases me. I love creating music. I love singing my music. I love creating videos. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love doing that. I also love doing these messages, but I more so feel guided to do these messages. It's a gift that I have. And so it's my, um, I guess my, what do you call it? Um, I want to use my gifts. And so I enjoy when people are gifted by what comes through me, but I can't, I don't see myself only being able to just doing readings for other people. Like, that's not the ultimate soul pleasure for me, if that makes sense. Like, I love helping people gain clarity and everything, but that is not the funnest way that I can bring it through. So my music, that's fun for me, like really fun. This I enjoy, but it's not the ultimate fun for me, if that makes sense. So whatever I'm doing, I must enjoy it, right? But these are things that have been, it's more like, how do I put it? It's been gifted to me. The gift of sight has been gifted to me. And I use it in my personal life, right? But I also use it to help others. It's more like, that's what I'm looking for, the word ministry. It's like a ministry. You know what I mean? It's like I want to say my debt to society, but I'm not in debt. I'm in abundance. I'm overflowing, right? But it's my gift to the world. You know, it's it's my gift, and it's my pleasure to gift to the world, right? And I keep that pleasure balanced. It's like I keep that pleasure balanced by making sure that I do that all the things that I do, I enjoy doing it. There are some things I enjoy doing more than others. I'm gifted at painting. I'm gifted at, creating art, creating jewelry, and I'm gifted at doing all of these things. And everything that I'm gifted at, I have to be in a mood to do it, in a pleasurable, like I have to be clear in myself to even enjoy doing it. Otherwise, I won't enjoy doing it. You know what I mean? So just because I have the gift does not automatically equal that I enjoy it just because I'm doing it. It's like I have to have that inner peace within myself first, and then I find the pleasure in what it is I'm doing, whatever it is I'm doing. So now, like before, I was like allergic to jobs. I still don't have a job, but I am I used to be like, I'm allergic to jobs. But now I'm like, okay, whatever job if I was to get a job or if I was to do something that's dealing with working, um, it would be within me to have the pleasure first, right? To have the worthiness, the feeling of solidarity within myself, so that whatever I'm attracting, whatever's approaching me, first of all, it's going to be a part of my path. Like it's meant for my path. And I noticed that every job that I've had has taught me something that I use today. So when I learn to find the joy within myself, I see the things that I bring to me and I trust what's brought to me. But also, I don't give up my autonomy of choice, of choosing what I can do. And so, my music, what I'm doing with my music, that's a choice. I'm choosing that, right? I can also one day choose to do my art. Like, I love looking at my art when I'm finished with it. I love the journey sometimes. Sometimes, if I'm doing it for somebody else, it can feel daunting if they don't let me creatively express. If they want it to look a very specific way and it's not coming from within me and it's not coming from the playful place within me. So that's why I stopped doing portraits, because I had some clients that were very meticulous, and while it beautifully challenged me to go further into like my craft, it started feeling like an energetic JoJo. I don't even want to go that far because it's not like I was getting beaten or anything, but energetically, that's what it felt like. It would feel like, oh, hey, I created this. You came to me because you love my creations, you love my art. But then when I finished with it, you like, no, I want it to look like this. And then I got to go back to it and I got to make all these changes. And then I'm like, yo, like, this is daunting. I don't like this aspect, because why did you even come to me? Why don't you just go get a picture and go get it recreated, some like copied somewhere, and have them like put a paint filter over it or something, and now it looks like a painting. I know they do that. So it's like, if you want it to look exactly like the picture, like that, then maybe that's what you should do. But the thing is, they would come to me for the things that I do best. And sometimes I'm well, first of all, I'm great at collages. I'm great at merging things together, so I can take you from one reality and put you in another reality. I enjoy that, right? But when you start to judge the reality and you're judging my art and it's not it's not something that, you know, money does not always satisfy. Like, oh, I'm gonna charge extra, I'm gonna charge extra, you keep wanting me to make changes, I'm gonna charge extra. But at some point it gets like, I don't want to do this no more. I don't want to do it. It just takes the fun out of it. You know what I'm saying? So I had to take a break from it. I don't know why I told you that, but maybe maybe you're struggling with that or something. Maybe that's why I was guided to tell you that, because maybe you're struggling with the things that you love, because maybe it's putting a monetary value on the things. And once you start putting monetary things on, like, everything you do, if it has to be seen, if it has to be, you know, something that is for somebody else's consumption, or if it has to be for somebody else at any point, too much of that, you're becoming an overgiver, and you get burned out because now you're not really doing it for yourself. Like, you're not, you have to be a part of whatever it is that you're doing. And so that's where the worthiness comes in, where you start to create boundaries, and you start to choose how you show up, choose the energy that you would like to be in. You know, you get to manage things in that way. You don't get to control how things manifest or whatever, but you do get to operate in the planning phase. You do get to dream. You do get to feel. You do get to allow yourself to feel. You do get to allow yourself to receive. You do get to do that. And if you're not receiving, it's not like a selfish thing where things are conditional, but if you're not receiving, it gets burned out really fast. I'm just saying. I hope that makes sense. You really got to focus on what brings you pleasure, and then say, "Hey, this brings me pleasure. I enjoy doing this." And maybe you do a lot of this that you enjoy. And then if you decide later that these creations are something that, you know, you want to sell or whatever, you've already done the pleasure part. You've already done the joyous part, and you weren't putting pressure on yourself to do the thing. You were just doing it. Like, when I came back, I mean, I had a client, a jewelry client, and it was so hard when I got back from Vipassana to get back into the phase of doing the jewelry, even though I love making jewelry. But for some reason, I just couldn't get in the inspiration. I couldn't feel it. There was something that, and I appreciated her being patient, but I also offered her a refund. I'm like, listen, but she didn't want the refund. She was like, hey, no, I'll wait. And I'm like, okay, I really appreciate it. That made me feel appreciated, because I'm like, okay, she really wants my work, and she's not necessarily telling me what to do, but she tells me what she wants. Hey, I want an everyday necklace, I want some rings, I want a bracelet, copper bracelet. She sends me inspiration, but she's not like rigid on what needs to be done. So because of that, it actually helped me have freedom. But what I had to do, I had to work on something free for my daughter. It was interesting. I had to do something that I loving, and even though I love this person, because, you know, there's a difference of it, because is like, there's a difference in the level of which my daughter, that's a different type of love. So I'm doing this in a different way, and while I'm creating from this energy, there's nothing attached to it. There's no money attached to it. There's no pressure attached to it. So when I say in a different way, I'm coming from the perspective of full freedom, in that sense where nobody's pressuring me to get them anything, and it's clean. But it's very difficult sometimes to be in a space where you have to have the pressure of creating, and you don't have the joy behind the creation. So you have to find your inner joy. So what I had to do was, I had to meditate. I had to sit with myself, and I had to ask myself, what is it that's stopping me from doing this thing that I love doing? What's stopping me? And it was like pressure. The let it go. Do this for your daughter. Do this for your mama. Do this. And then I was able to do her jewelry. I actually just had to tell myself, I just had to get into action. I'm like, okay, I'm doing this. I'm just start doing it. And as I was doing it, I was like, how easy was this? I could have been did this. Why it took me so long to do this? I could have been did this. But it's not the point. So I'm giving myself grace. I trust that, you know, I trust myself, and I know that I want my work to have my energy in it, and I want it to feel good. I don't want it to be a pressured energy and then the client feels that pressure, feels that energy, you know? So anyways, this one is brings this dragon, the pink dragon brings firm love that resets your karmic balance. See all your cords dissolved by transcendent love. Enjoy your freedom and look for the divine around you. So somebody is is being anchored or has been maybe experiencing some pulls in different karmic imbalances and things like that. But love expression, that's probably why I was being guided to talk about that, the love. It was focusing on the love first, right? And then everything else flows. That's why I was telling you that story. Look at that. So as you're focusing on this love, you now give yourself permission to enjoy the freedom of what you're doing, right? And you're looking, for me, when I went into the meditation, yes, that's me looking for the divine. That's me concentrating on the divine energy within me. And so this is divinity is love. That's interchangeable to me. It's, as it is with truth, as it is, the divine is interchangeable with joy, you know, and all of that is within me. So it's within my cosmic power and my worthiness to experience my inner strength through love. And so that's what Pink Dragon is giving us, the gift of the Pink Dragon. You see it? So yeah, let me see. Do we want to do any tarot? Do I have some tarot? Let me see. Let me do black tarot. I want to do tarot. I think we're good because this video is getting long. It's already 37 minutes. I think we're good. I think that that's what it's about. Like, get into action. Let me see. Is there anything else you want me to share with them? Anything else, Spirit? Anything else? This deck is, no matter how much I use it, just still feels new. Oh. So, yeah, you're looking within. You're tapping in, you're looking within, and you're allowing yourself to see yourself. And you're contemplating this new expression of yourself. Um, you're in deep thought, and you're contemplating where you're going next. And spirit is all up and through here, and letting you know that the power is within you and that you get to choose. But whatever you choose, begin with love. All right, y'all. So, as always, take what you need, leave the rest on the shelf, but always, always be your lovely, ugly self. Mwah.